Hey mama, welcome to today's gentle birth prep flow. I am Mel with Soulful and I am so grateful you are here. One of the best things we can do throughout our pregnancy journey is to support ourselves in the mind, body, spirit connection, and that is what today's practice is all about. Whether you are in your early stages of your pregnancy journey or like me at almost 35 weeks pregnant and in that third trimester on the home stretch, this is a perfect practice for you to incorporate, especially when you are getting close to the finish line. So for today's practice, you will want to make sure that you have some different props. So I am starting today with a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, then certainly have some pillows or something maybe to help prop up that seat, especially if you are having some low back discomfort or sciatica. We are also doing some of today's practice on our knees, so you might want some additional support there, whether you use those pillows, the bolster, rolled up towels, yoga blankets. I have a knee pad, just so happens, so I'm going to incorporate that. I would also suggest having some yoga blocks close by, a chair, a wall, depending on your level of flexibility and where you are in your journey. We just want to make sure that you are fully supporting yourself throughout today's practice. Please make sure that you have been cleared by your midwife or your doctor as well to practice. If you feel dizzy at any point, slow down or stop. Always listen to your body and where you are in that moment and what you need. All right, my friend, let's go ahead and start today's practice. Find yourself in that nice, easy seated position. Maybe you rock back and forth, finding those sit bones, those ischial tuberosities. And today we're going to begin by just welcoming ourselves into the space, obviously connecting back to the body. Our energy can go all over, the mind can run rampant. So we want to bring everything back within. And we're going to focus on the breath. So when you're ready, you can close the eyes. The palms may rest on the belly to connect with baby. Or maybe you choose to have the palms face down on the knees. Just make sure you're sitting tall in that upright position. We call that sitting well. And think about a string pulling out of the crown of your head, lifting you just a little higher. And just start to take some deep cleansing breaths. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Continue those deep cleansing breaths, feeling the lungs extend. And exhale, allowing the body to relax. As you continue those breaths, take a moment to show gratitude for your beautiful, incredible body that is growing life within you. Gratitude for this baby that chose you as their mother. Just enjoying this moment to honor yourself as you step into this new chapter of life. And if those cleansing breaths feel as though they've served you, you can begin to breathe in the natural rise and fall of each inhale and exhalation. Letting go of all time and responsibilities. Just allowing yourself to be present. in your own time, you can gently open the eyes. And let's begin with some more breathing techniques here. We're going to do some birthing breaths. If your hands are not already on the belly, go ahead and do so. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. We're releasing any tension that we've creeped up and allowed into the body. And we want to focus on the transverse abdominis muscles here, and this is going to help with the uterus and the contractions here during our birth. So inhale deep into the belly. Exhale, pull the belly button back to the spine and release. You're not sucking it in, you're allowing the breath to contract. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale, shoo it out. Show you a profile view. Again, begin. 2 more. Inhale. One more. Excellent job. Just giving your baby a little hug there. Now, stay in that seated position. You can kind of bring the hands together, creating a little heat. I want you to focus on relaxing the jaw here. A lot of times when we feel pain and tension, the first thing we do is we clench the jaw. So we want to let that go. Again, this is something that you could do during your birth and delivery. All right, so just close the eyes again a moment and place the hands on the jaw with that loving, healing heat that you've created. And find that little part of the jaw where the hinge is and just start to give yourself a nice little jaw massage. The teeth and jaw unclench. The tongue pulls away from the roof of the mouth and go in the opposite direction. Maybe you move it around a little bit, go up towards the ears. Just let everything go. Still continuing to breathe, supplying oxygen to the muscles, letting go with the face and the jaw. And maybe you choose to just move around a little bit. Give yourself a little scalp massage. Self-care during this time is really a non-negotiable. So really making sure you're giving yourself what you need. Ooh, I've got some stuff there. Great job. And when you're ready, you can release and let go. Check in. How does that already feel? Much nicer and lighter. Excellent. Let's inhale together. Reach the arms up. Going into some side body stretches. Exhale, right arm comes down to the earth. Guide that body over to the right, feeling that nice lateral stretch in the left side body, keeping that left hip bone down on the earth. Inhale, come up. Exhale, guide it over to the left side now, streamlining that right bicep to that right ear, shoulders staying stacked on top of one another. Inhale, come center, reach up, sit well. Feel you making space in that spine. Exhale, guide it over to the right, really staying in that coronal plane. Think about a plane of glass in front of you and behind you. Don't break it. Inhale, come up. Exhale, guide it over to the left. Keeping that right hip bone down to the earth, not allowing it to rise. One more each side. Inhale up. Exhale, take it over to the right. It's important for us to move that spine in all 6 directions, which we will do today. Inhale, come up. Exhale, guide it over. And as we do that, that creates more space in the belly and the rib cage, which makes room for belly, makes room for us. And release back down. We're going to focus on some seated flexion and extension of the spine now. So reach the arms out to your side like you're going to high five someone beside you. And I want you to bring the arms forward as you protract through the shoulders. Inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhaling, baby back bend. Inhale, scoop, reach the arms forward like you're grabbing a beach ball. Inhale, guiding it up still, and exhale, opening that chest, opening that heart to receive the loving energy. Bring it forward on that inhale slowly. Inhale, coming up, yes, exhale, open the chest. Let's do one more, that's feeling great. Inhale, reach it forward, keeping that inhale, fingertips come up towards the sky. Exhale, cactus, arms open up. And release, give yourself some nice shoulder rolls, just letting go again. Any tension, maybe the opposite direction. Shake out the wrists, shake out the hands, just letting everything go, remembering, unclench that jaw. Great work. If you're on a bolster or pillow like me, go ahead and meet me in a tabletop position. Move that bolster or pillows to the side here. We're going to go into some child's pose, but we're rocking with the child's pose. So take a moment to yield into the earth. We want the wrist underneath the shoulders and take the feet together. Knees go wide. They may go wider than the mat, depending on the size of baby and belly. Here we go. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, guide the hips back to the heels. Inhale, take your time, rock forward. Nice pop for me. Exhale, take it back. Maybe you close the eyes. Go slow. There's no rush. Just listening to your body. Exhale, take it back. Having that strong yogi grip into the mat, protecting those wrists. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come back. And depending on your flexibility here, like my toes are still quite a bit apart. Yours probably are as well. Just again, making sure that position is supporting where you are. One more. And exhale. Take it back. Great job. Meet me in that tabletop position, gently walking those knees now underneath the hips, wrist remain underneath those shoulders. So as our bellies grow, our spine automatically creates that lordosis curve, which looks like this. I'm over exaggerating. But because we have that curve, we want to make sure that we're supporting our low back. So if you're having low back issues, this should help support. So we're really just focusing more on that cat today. So let's inhale, press away. Tucking the pelvis underneath, going back into that breath work of those transverse abdominis, and then exhale, release, come back into that tabletop position. Neck is neutral. Inhale. Yes. Really tucking that pelvis under. Exhale, release. Inhale, tuck the pelvis, pressing the earth away, protracting through those shoulders. And release. Two more. Allow your breath to guide you. And back neutral. One more, my friend. Press the earth away, round through the back, tuck the pelvis, slightly tuck the chin in too. And release. Give yourself some nice hip circles here. Release that back again, unclench the jaw. Maybe go in an opposite direction. Good work. So now we're going to work on another birth prep exercise here. So knees stay where they are, but take the feet wide, wider than the mat. And we're going to inhale, come forward. Exhale, take the hips back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back. Inhale, come forward. Feel the back release. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, take it back. 3 more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, guide it back. And I'm simply the guide. Allow your breath to take you where you need today. Maybe your range of motion is smaller. That is A-okay. And final one here. Let's go. Good job. Just simply taking your time. Walk those knees back in. Depending on where you are, maybe you have that chair or those blocks close by to guide you. Bring them on whatever setting you need. Bring that right foot forward into a low lunge position. I'm going to walk my blocks on the higher setting here, and we're going to do some low lunge hip circles. Maybe having a chair or the wall is a better option for you. Again, whatever you need. So walk that right foot out a little further. Notice my knee and ankle are not in line. There's a little diagonal here because I'm creating space. You also likely want to have that right foot a little wider. Again, depending on where you are, making room for baby and belly. So just begin with those nice hip circles. And if you need to place that support underneath that left knee, obviously go for it. So what I'm doing is just making big circles with the hips here, and I'll turn forward so you can see a little better of what this looks like. So I'm coming forward, circling around. That right leg is straightening. There you go. Just loosening up those hip flexors, that psoas muscle that connects to the spine. Again, if you're having low back issues, and go in an opposite direction. Use the breath to guide you. Chest is still proud. Good work. Now, whenever you find that nice position, meet me neutrally. And we're going into that traditional low lunge stretch. Just take a moment and breathe. Excellent. And then let's exhale, shift the weight back into that half split. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bring it forward. And take it back. Keeping that spine long. And forward once more. Good job. And take it back. Now, we're going into that gate pose, so you can bend that right knee, walk that right leg straight out to the side. I'll kind of turn again. Hit a diagonal so you can see me a little better. Depending on your flexibility, you can release those blocks or keep them in hand. You may also want to use a chair here as well to have in front of you, depending on your level. Okay, so that right foot is flat on the floor, knees and toes in the same direction. You have a nice long spine. Drishti, that gaze, that nose is down to the floor, keeping that neck neutral. So just take a moment and hold here. Wrist underneath those shoulders. Now this may be enough for you today, or you can begin joining me in a rocking motion where we're taking the hips back and bringing it forward. Inhale. Exhale, guide the hips back towards that left heel. And inhale, bring it forward. So it's important during our journey here, and it's certainly on the big day, to support the pelvic floor. So your pelvic floor is like a hammock, and as we do moves like this that is lengthening the inside thigh, it's also helping stretch that pelvic floor. So it's going to kind of help it get out of the way, get out of your own way during your birth. One more. And bring it back center. Great job. Bring it into the tabletop. And now we're going to switch to the other side. Have those blocks close by if you need them. And let's inhale, bring that left foot forward now for those hip circles in that lunge. So find your placement and then just start to do those hip circles wherever you are. Now, this may be a little much depending on your flexibility, range of motion, where you are in your pregnancy, what you've been doing leading up to this third trimester. So again, honoring where you are is very important. And let's go in the opposite direction. Good work. Again, we're releasing that psoas, that hip flexor. Still keeping the shoulders away from the ears, long spine, always being mindful of the body. Maybe you go a little slower, connect with the breath. Good work. And let's begin going. Inhale, bring it forward, really stretching that hip flexor. Oh yes, mama, so good. Enjoying that. And on your next exhale, let's straighten that left leg, take it back into that half split. Toes can go towards the ceiling. Inhale, rock it forward, flatten out that left foot, take it into that low lunge. Exhale, take the hips back towards that right heel. Few more here. You're doing absolutely incredible. Again, go at your pace. There is no rush. This practice today is about just connecting with your body, connecting with baby, connecting with the breath. We really know that the breath is vital during delivery. And since this is birth prep, we want to focus on that. One more. Great job. Now we're going into that gate pose on the left side. So come down on those palms, using the blocks if you need them, keeping that right knee underneath that right hip. And you have those left toes and the left knee all going forward. So just take a moment here, wrist underneath the shoulders, again that right knee underneath that right hip. You're pressing the earth away, protracting through those shoulders. That drishti, that gaze is looking down to the earth. The higher you come up, the less stretch you are going to feel in that left inner thigh. Now, when you're ready, if your body says yes, you can join me. Inhale. Exhale, rock those hips back to that right heel and come back center and bring it up. Inhale. Exhale, rock it back. We're really getting into those adductors here. Really releasing, remembering we're lengthening that pelvic floor. Showing gratitude for this body. Maybe you close the eyes, connect with the breath. Good job. Almost there, just a few more. There's not a right or wrong here. Maybe your range of motion is a little smaller. That's okay. Yes, just keep moving, just keep flowing, just keep connecting. And one more here. Great job. And meet me in a tabletop position. And we're going to tuck those toes underneath and take it back into a down dog. Now again, depending on where you are in your pregnancy, you want to walk those feet maybe even wider than the mat to make room for baby and belly. If you are dizzy here, do not do this, or try with the palms in a chair and elevating yourself a little more. Maybe you choose to pedal it out, lengthening the calves. Maybe you're having some of those wonderful pregnancy leg cramps like me from time to time, so stretching the calves here can help. Lengthening those hamstrings, the glutes, protracting through those shoulders just a little, feeling that upward rotation of that scapula, strong grip into the mat. Great job. Pedaling it out. Maybe taking the heels down to the earth. Maybe they touch, maybe they never do. That is okay. Letting everything go. Making sure not to overstretch here, my friend. Our body is already producing more hormone relaxin, which helps prepare us for birth, so know where you need to go. Gently bend the knees, walk the hands towards the toes, come to the back of the mat. And you're going to meet me in a nice chair pose position. Reach the arms just out in front of you, shoulders roll down away from the ears, and just hold. Now we're going into a few squats here. Lower it down and lift up. Yes, beautiful. Maybe just holding is enough. Using a wall or chair if that's what you feel you need today. You look amazing, yes. Great work, almost there. Using the breath, driving energy into the heels. And one more. Great job, gently come up, take a moment, take a breath. Mountain pose. Depending where you are, that may have gotten that heart rate a little high. Okay, take it to the wide, long side of the mat. We're going into a goddess pose here. So think of this as like a plie squat if you're familiar with that term. So the toes are going out wide and we're going into that wide squat. You can choose to have the hands in a prayer position. I'm going to place them on the belly, or maybe you choose to place them on the thighs. So take it down into that squat and press up. Beautiful. Connecting with that breath. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press it up. It's important for us to keep that strength up, preparing us for that birth. Beautiful. Exhale. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press it up. Now I want to make sure that you're staying again in that coronal plane, so I'm not hinging forward to squat. You're staying nice and tall. So think about your back is going down the wall. There you go. 2 more. You've got it, mama. You're doing fabulous. And exhale, drive the energy in those heels as you come up. 1 more. Lower down. And come up. This time we're staying low, focusing on those breaths. 1 more time, take it low wherever it is for you. Maybe you stay up, that's okay. Inhale, big belly breath. Exhale, shh. Inhale. Exhale, shh. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, shh. And release. Take it down into that yogi squat position. Bending the knees again, depending on your flexibility. Maybe you have a chair. Maybe you hold on to a doorway and kind of lean back, really focusing on opening the pelvis here. If you have trouble with those heels going down to the earth, again, you can roll up a yoga mat, roll up a towel, and place it under those heels. Really focus on the sacrum, that very low part of your spine, and certainly the coccyx bone at the very bottom, pointing straight and true down to the earth. Just as we started in that easy seated position, think about that string coming out of the crown of the head. Yeah, sitting nice and tall and proud. You are confident in all that your body can do and will do for you. Maybe choose to rock side to side a little bit. Great job. And when you're ready, take the palms down to the earth, gently come to a seated position. And we're going into that figure 4. Again, depending on your flexibility and where you are in your journey, maybe you need to sit on a block. Maybe you need to sit in a chair. I'm going to sit on a block. Just elevate my game a little bit today. Okay, so place that right ankle on top of that left knee. And just really focusing on opening up the glute, the piriformis. And let's inhale. Exhale, guide the chest a little closer to that calf if it's accessible. Maybe just bringing your foot there was enough. Maybe bringing your foot on the thigh is not even working for you today. That's okay. You can also do this on the ground, using that bolster or pillow underneath that seat to support you. And you can come into this position, into that Janushirasana, and just forward fold a little. Always honoring yourself and where you are every day. Good job. This is one of my favorite moves to really, I should say, instead of moves, postures, to really help release that low back pain. A lot of times these glutes are they're taking on a lot right now as our body is shifting, our pelvis is expanding for the growth happening. So this is excellent to help with that low back and sciatica. And let's release gently. Give yourself some windshield wipers. Good job. Bringing that spine back to neutral. We're coming to the tail end of this practice together. I can't believe it already. Plant that right foot. Bring that left ankle on top of that right knee. And walk it in wherever it is accessible for you. Maybe it's a little further out today. That's okay. Again, taking the options that serve you best. Now, if this creates some tension and stickiness in that knee, think about flexing the toes towards the knee, and that can help support that knee as well. Notice my shoulders are away from my ears. I'm not hunched and crunched forward. I still have that nice long spine. Beautiful. Just a few more breaths here. And gently release. Can windshield wiper those knees once more, bringing that spine back to neutral. Working on that internal rotation here of the hips. Amazing, amazing work. And now we're going into my favorite segment of today's birth prep. We are focusing on hypnobirthing, bringing in positive affirmations for body and baby and for the day. So when you're ready, find yourself in that easy seated position, whether it be again on the bolster, the pillow, just the earth. And place those hands on the belly. Relax the shoulders. Gently close the eyes. And just breathe. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. You've honored your body during this practice. And now we are honoring the mind. During this hypnobirthing practice, you are welcome to recite after me out loud or internally, however you choose. Just breathe. I am connected to my baby. I am grateful you chose me as your mother. We are healthy. We are strong. We are vibrant. I cherish this season of life with you. I will love and support you no matter what. My womb is a safe space until you decide it's time to be birthed. I trust you and my body. I will give birth with calmness and confidence. You will be born healthfully and safely. We make a great team. And now take this time to talk to your baby and connect. Feel free to share what you are enjoying about being pregnant with them. Call them by their name if you already have that picked out, or share with them the names that you are considering. After you've taken the time to communicate with your baby, take a few moments of silence and listen to what they have to tell you. And you may stay in this seated position or lie down on your side. Savor and enjoy your well-deserved savasana. Please remain in savasana as long as you have time for. Enjoying the relaxation and stillness, restoring the mind, body, and soul. Or you can join me in wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingertips, maybe gently rolling out the wrist, waking up other parts of the body. Opening the eyes and fully welcoming yourself back to the space. Thank you again so much for joining me for this gentle birth prep flow. Again, I am Mel with Soulful. I really enjoyed you being here. If you are new to this channel, thank you for showing up and choosing to press play. Please subscribe and share with others who would enjoy this birth prep as well. If you've already been here a while, it was so wonderful to practice with you again. As a mindfulness educator, Reiki master, and prenatal and postnatal yoga teacher, I have really supported myself in a healthy and vibrant pregnancy with some of the techniques that I shared with you today. If you have any questions about what we did, or if you need support, please don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to flowing with you again oh so soon.